We shall now look at a few operations on lists. So we shall define a couple of lists here. We'll just say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have defined two lists here, L2 and L3, and we can do what is known as list concatenation. List concatenation means essentially the entire list 3 is can be appended to list 2 by this operation L2 plus L3, and we can just store this in a new list. Let's just call it L4, and we can print this, print L4. We will comment out these ones. Yeah, in Python, commenting out, appending, starting any line with hash comments it out, so that means the compiler doesn't execute that line. We can just right click, print it, and we see that the print statement prints out L4, which means what the list L2 and L3 are concatenated. We also have a few functions here which we can actually try it out on the console on the right. We have what is known as min function, which picks out the element of minimum value from the list. So we'll just say min of L4, and the element 1 is picked. We also have the max function, max of L4, which picks out the maximum value element. One thing to note here is that these min and max functions make sense when we have numbers in the list. If we have, let's say, a collection of different types of elements in our list, then the minimum and maximum doesn't make sense. So we can try that by example. We will use the append function to append a new element to our list. So we'll just say we'll add the element rows to our list, and we can check that the element rows is appended to our list, and we will just say what is the minimum value of this list. Here the compiler is trying to compare between elements, values of between elements, and the less than operator, I think it is trying to compare the element rows with any of these numbers. So whether rows is less than 10 or more than 10 is meaningless. So it is saying that there is an error here. Less than operator is not supported between instances of string and integer. So that is one thing to keep in mind. So we'll just say we will remove the element, remove rows, and list of numbers again by after removing this element. We also have a function of sum, which sums up the elements of this list, 1 plus 2 plus 3 and so on up to 10. We also have what is known as count function. So count returns the number of elements which are there in a list. So before trying it out, we shall append another element to our list. We'll just say we'll append 10 again to our list. So here our list goes from 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on up to 10, and we have another 10 appended. So count number of times the element 3 appears in this list. Yeah, this is the way I think we are supposed to use this. The syntax is list name dot count and the element whose number of occurrences we want to find out. We can also try to count the number of times 10 appears in the list, and as expected the output is 2 because the element 10 appears twice in the list. We can also sort the list, and for that let's just say we can append another element 3 again to our list. So here we have a list which goes from numbers 1 to 10. 10 appears twice, and we also have 3. We can sort this list by saying L4 the list name dot sort, and this sorts the list. Now the list is sorted. We can sort it in the ascending order, that is the default behavior, and we can see the output. We see that it is 1, 2, 3, 3. The 3 which is at the tail end of the list is brought back here, and it goes on 4, 5, 6 and so on up to 10. The list can also be sorted in the reverse order, meaning in the descending order, by specifying reverse equal to true as the argument of this function, and we can see that the list is now arranged in the reverse order. So these are a few operations and functions which can be carried out on the lists. We shall stop here, and I will see you soon. Bye.